we weren't where I live, right? We were in Florida. So I walked in, and they diagnosed me with shingles. And I was like, wait, what? I can't have shingles. Like, this is so weird. And so I ended up getting shingles, and then I ended up getting a cold on top of that. And then I got home and kind of was working through that. I was taking my antiviral stuff, whatever it is that helps to keep that at bay. And then it turns out that I ended up with last week, I ended up with a double ear infection and a UTI, or a bladder infection. I can't remember which one, but one of the two. And like my whole immune system was just like shot, and I'm like, I don't understand what's happening. Like, why? Like, and I'm not a sick person. I don't get sick very often. And so for me to like have all these things all at once, and I'm just like, I don't know what's going on. Like, what's going on? And so it was a huge shock for me, because I realized, like, if you don't have your health, you don't, like, you can't do all the things you want to do, right? I was tired all the time. I was feeling yuck, and I started to realize, like, I had to take a deep look at what I was doing and how I was running my business, how I was showing up for my kids, how I was showing up for myself. And so all of these things, like, because I ended up going to urgent care over the weekend because I couldn't wait till Monday because my ears were hurting so bad, and obviously the UTI too was not very comfortable. So my point of all of this is I want to talk about some things that you can do to change the trajectory of your business and your life, okay? And the first one is setting boundaries, okay? I sucked at setting boundaries, and I still am not great at it, but I realize when you go, and then you relax, like, I think that's what happened, is I finally relaxed after years of not relaxing. And so my body was like, what are you doing? Like, I don't understand this. Like, this is weird. And so then it just was like, all right, I'm just going to hang out. And so then that's what happened to my body. And so in your business, if you're not getting success in your business, or if your health is not great or whatever, you need to make sure that you are setting boundaries. You need to make sure that you are being the person who, says, okay, I will be working from this time to this time. I'm not going to schedule any meetings during this time. I'm going to make sure that I'm with my family at this time. And so that's what I've had to do. I have now created a calendar, so then if I need to meet with people, I just go and I schedule I send them the link, and they can schedule an appointment with me, and it's only during those hours that I have set. The other thing about setting boundaries is you need to make sure that you are getting enough sleep, that you're drinking enough water, that you are spending the adequate amount of time resting as well as going. And that's hard for me because I am a huge, oh, it's frozen? Oh, that's not good. I'm a huge proponent of, let me check on here. I'm a huge proponent of making sure that you are, resting and getting the rest you want. But it's kind of hard for me because oh, good, I'm glad it's working. Sorry, I was just going to check on here really quick and see what I see to make sure that it's not frozen. Sorry guys, just one second. I'm not even seeing it on here. Oh, there it is. Okay, yeah, it's working. Okay, so my point is that you just need to be able to set those boundaries. And if you don't set the boundaries, that's going to be reflected in your business. So if you're struggling in your business, I want you to take a look at what you're doing in your personal life. So if you are struggling in your personal life, like making sure you get adequate sleep, making sure that you are scheduled and you have those boundaries in place, that's going to be a reflection of your business because everything is intertwined. Whether you like it or not, it's not really separate. Your business is part of your life. Your life is part of your business. Like, that's just the way it is. And so you have to make sure that you set your boundaries. And if you set your boundaries and you stick to them, you're going to see a lot more success because you are taking care of yourself. And that's the other thing that I suck at, is taking care of myself, and so I'm working on that. And obviously my body's trying to tell me that. So the other thing is consistency. Consistency is key. In order to have success, you have to be consistent, but it's hard to be consistent if you don't set the boundaries. Okay, if you don't make it a priority in your life to do that. Okay, so the other one is slowing down to speed up. That is a really hard one for me, and so, but I know that I have to do it. So I have to start resting more. I have to start paying attention better to myself, right? To listening to my body and what it's telling me. Okay, and that's okay. That's okay to slow down to speed up. And if you can slow down and really figure out what you want to do, figure out your game plan of, okay, this is what I want to do in my business, this is what I want to do with my health, this is what I want to do with my family, and so on and so on and so on. That's going to be your reflection, and that's going to help you to do better at all of those things. But you have to be willing to be still. You have to be willing to be okay not going 24/7. And I'm not going to say that I'm perfect at that or that I'm even remotely close to that, but I know that I need to do that. And so if you aren't doing that, you're going to burn yourself out. And I do know that from experience. I go, and then I crash. And then I go, and then I crash. And you don't want to live life like that. Who wants to live life like that? I don't want to live life like that. But put in the comments if you've ever had that experience. Like, have you ever felt that way where you just go so much that you just can't even, function after a while, or not even that, but you're going so much that eventually it's no longer fun. It's no longer something that you look forward to. It's like a thing over your head that you have to do, right? We don't want life to be like that. So just make sure that you focus on what's important and you set your boundaries, you stay consistent, you slow down to speed up. You look in the mirror and you look at who you are and you take a tally and you say, okay, am I enjoying my life right now? Am I happy right now? Yes, maybe I'm successful in some areas, but what about the other areas of my life? Am I in, and I'm not even gonna, I hate using the word balance, but am I in balance? Am I, is there an ebb and a flow here where I feel confident and comfortable in my decisions and what I've decided to do? Yeah, exactly. One step forward and two steps back, Allison. Yeah, it's hard sometimes because you're like, am I gonna ever get there, or am I just, like what's happening? But I promise you that if you can slow down and you can be more strategic and you can be more present and more mindful of what it is that you're doing and what you want to do, that's going to make a huge difference. And Tracy, yeah, it does. It makes you want to quit everything, right? And we don't want to quit everything. We want to keep going. But this is how you're going to be able to keep going. And lastly, your health is everything. Because honestly, if we don't have our health, we can't continue to do business. We can't continue to be present for our kids. We can't continue to live life as we know it if we don't have our health, right? And I think, like, I've been watching a lot of people go through, cancer and health issues and all these things. And I always would be like, oh, yeah, I feel bad for them. Like, that's no fun. And I'm praying for them and everything. But I am generally like a healthy person. Like, I've never really struggled with my health per se in that way. But I have to tell you, having like all these health issues, one on top of the other, and yes, of course, I can, help to eliminate those things. But I started to realize, I'm like, I need to really take care of myself. Like, I need to stop being like this person that just goes all the time. And that doesn't mean that my business or my life or my family is going to suffer because of that. In fact, it's going to make it better. And once I finally realized that over this past weekend, I realized, I'm like, okay, all right, Lord, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put some new I'm going to put some new boundaries in place. I'm going to really try to be that person that can be in tune with myself, that can really strive to be better, but not in a more, how much more can I accomplish, but how much can I serve people in a smart way where I'm serving myself too, Yeah, the power of smiles keeps us going. We just got to keep going, right? So that being said, I'm going to be starting a, and I know I've done this in the past, but I'm actually going to be starting a new health journey where I'm going to be healing myself. Like I want to heal my gut. I want to heal my body. And so if you're interested in that at all, if you want to learn how you can also heal yourself in addition to you know, growing your business and stuff like that, I would love for you to come on this journey with me. You know, comment below, let me know if you want more information. I'd be more than happy to share it with you. But basically, you know, it's really about taking control of your life and taking control of what is important to you and what you want to get out of this life. And it's been interesting because as much as I like, and you guys know, I love attraction marketing. I love helping people to, you know, learn the right way to market, but then also be able to earn an income and being able to grow in that way. And I've had success with that, and it's been awesome. And I'm going to continue to do that. So you know, get ready because you will see some things with that as well. But I also want you to know that that I really want to bring health to the forefront because I can't do any of these other things if I don't have my health. And the other thing I was thinking too is like I was trying to. My kids wanted to go outside and play. See, I still have this cold.